This is actually kind of funny. Hiya, Internet, and good morning. What?
Hiya, Internet.
Hiya, Internet. I'm actually in a pretty good mood right now because usually when I'm going to the airport, it's usually...
Well, thank God!
Well, I mean, usually it's like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, but because today we're going to be flying American Airlines, or I'm going to be flying American Airlines, I have a direct flight to Philadelphia. However, I just looked at everyone else's flights. They're still on Delta, going through Atlanta. So we'll see if I'm the only one in Philadelphia.
I don't think you should go to baseball games anymore. I feel like you sound like the announcer. Like,
Hiya, Internet.
Hiya, Internet.
My name is Charles, and I'm going on a plane to play a show.
I'm going on Southwest today. Well, the rest of the guys are going to be going on Delta.
Ew, Southwest?
So, or wherever you're going. American Airlines.
See, I don't like Southwest because they wrangle you like cattle, and then when you get on the plane, you have to choose your seat. So it's like when you were a kid and choosing a seat on the school bus where people would go like that and not make eye contact. It's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing.
You don't have a designated seat?
No. At least they changed it. Unless they changed
what about
it.
First class?
Well, then you get first class.
And I would be jumping right to the front.
Well, I mean, you can't do that if you're in the back of the plane. Otherwise, it'd be chaos. It'd be a perfect world right there.
Well, that's kind of crazy though to think about that they just...
Well, unless they changed the policy. They used to a few years ago, and that's why it was always stressful. I didn't really like it. At any rate, got a show today. Got a direct flight to Philadelphia. The guys are going through Atlanta, so we'll see what happens. Apparently Delta canceled like 3,000 flights this week so far, which is insane because you take an average of 250 people per flight at around like $400 or $500 average, times that by 3,000. Somebody do the math for me.
It could be a lot cheaper than that.
It could be. I'm just doing averages. Do the math. Somebody do the math. Let's see how much money Delta lost this week.
But I mean, isn't that kind of crazy though? And here's the thing that I obviously appreciate. I'm glad that they canceled it for safety reasons.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I think that's, because I don't know, I always wondered, because you know I have kind of this fear of flying, if sometimes flights are like, you know what, it's bad, but let's just see what happens. I don't think they're like that, but I always wondered if flights were like, okay, it's bad, you know, we can just go around it, or they're kind of like risking it.
Well, they can do that up in the air, but once they're like trying to take off, it's kind of hard to go around it.
No, I totally get that, but I'm just saying that I always wondered if there's like been times when flights really kind of risked going.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm like probably 90% sure.
See, and that's what scares me. So I'm slightly impressed with Delta and any other airline that possibly had to do that. Gary, a lightning storm or thunderstorm? Oh my God, I would be peeing myself.
I actually had a plane get struck by lightning when I was on it.
You told me that.
Yeah, it was loud. It was like BAM! That's exactly what it was. It was like BAM. Okay, so here's the deal. I currently forgot my phone in the car because I was charging it on the way, and I should be on the plane negative 10 minutes ago. So I have to wait for Allie to go all the way around over the bridge and come all the way back and bring my phone. I had to ask somebody else to use their cell phone, which I've noticed using people's cell phones that's not yours is kind of one of those things that people just do not like to do, like always feel kind of awkward. I think it's probably more awkward than me talking to this camera right now, which is actually really, really funny. Like, it's not awkward for me if I'm used to doing this, but everyone walking by me right now is giving me the weirdest looks. But it doesn't matter to me because, like I said, I'm so used to it. But I've noticed that people, like, asking to use somebody else's cell phone is like asking them to come in the house and make a sandwich in your kitchen. It's really weird. There she is. I gotta give props to Allie, saving the freaking day. Otherwise, that would have been, oh my God, seriously? Oh my God. Hey, please tell me this is the wrong plane. Okay, we're still good at 11:17. We're still good. Wait, actually, no. That's actually not good. Because it's supposed to be 12:15. I've never actually been on this side of the airport. Doesn't look like anyone's boarding though. I think we're good.
Today I have decided that I'm gonna go on a bike ride because I've had my bike here for a little bit. I have not yet, I'm sorry. I know how inappropriate that is, but I don't really care. I've had my bike here for a little bit since my mom brought it over, and I've just been wanting to ride it so bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on like a little, not an adventure, but just enjoy outside because it's so beautiful out and see what I can find. So here we go.
Well, made it. Here's the funny thing. Actually, it's not funny at all. It's actually really, really sad. Travis, Frankie, Duncan, and Danny all took Delta over here, and they're still on a plane. Why they took Delta? I don't know. And I'm here, Zach's here, Nate's here, Colin and Casey here, so we beat everyone. Okay, I've flown hundreds and thousands of miles. I think I'm even close to being a million miler, but here's the thing. I'm not here going derp, derp, derp. What I'm trying to say is that, so I've flown so many times and I've never ever gotten sick. I've never gotten plane sick or seasick or nauseous or anything like that. But for some reason, this flight was so weirdly bumpy. It was just constantly bumpy. I almost threw up. I was actually looking for, you know, those throw up bags. And of course they didn't have it on my plane. I almost lost it. I saved it though, because that poor guy next to me, I would have puked all over him. Do you know what movie this reminds me of?
Yes, but what is it?
Die Hard.
Okay, never seen it.
It's like the shootout under the airport. I think it's Die Hard 2. So was it Die Hard with a Vengeance? It always reminded me of that. Okay, so I was just talking to everyone. Obviously I found Callahan. There's Nate and Casey over there. Apparently what happened yesterday, I didn't make the show, Hunter didn't make the show, you didn't make the show, Nate didn't make the show. So the only people that made it were Travis and Danny. And so they had to do like a 2-person, like 21 pilot type of thing. And apparently they had a noise curfew that's about this volume right here that I'm talking right now. Drums alone are already above that. This has always been my favorite thing at the Philadelphia airport. Let's just follow this red ball. I just want one of these in my house. The wood blocks. Wow. Found it. Actually kind of funny. I went to go to the thing to say I lost it or they lost it. And I was like doing all the paperwork and I look over to the right. I'm like, oh, there it is. Totally spaced on that one. But I'm so happy because this is my favorite olive green bass and I would have been so upset had this been missing. On top of I wouldn't have been able to play a show. That would have been a pretty bad thing. I made it, but the guitar probably didn't. All right, now I gotta find everybody. There's a lot of steps in this process right now.
I've made it to Crescent Lake. It's that lake that Char and I always bring the dogs to go for a walk around. And so far I've gone like 2.5 miles, which is very good. But I think I'm gonna turn back around just because my sister is gonna be coming over, but I have to say I do not mind this view and driving towards something like this.
Hundo and I are pretty much the only ones here. There's Fifth right here. And we're pulling into the school, but we can't figure out how to pronounce it.
It's your sinus.
Your sinus. It's U-R-S-I-N-U-S, but we're not sure how it's pronounced. I think it's your sinus too.
Ear, nose, and throat school for doctors.
Turn left.
Just found out the guys are delayed another hour, so maybe they'll make the show. Maybe just like because they had a 2-man show, maybe we'll have a 2-man show.
Yeah, maybe you have to sing tonight.
Great. This goes this way. Here, I'll call Colin. Hey, how's it going? So how do you say this school?
Ursinus.
Ursinus, that's what it is. Sorry, we're trying to figure it out.
It's okay.
One of the things I like to do when I do a college show is kind of find out what's going on. So maybe I'll fly the drone around here. This is actually kind of funny. This net, I didn't see this net because I suck at this thing, I guess still. And I was flying it through the goalpost, probably something I shouldn't be doing. Just like a freaking spider, flew right into the net. I don't know if you guys can see it. It looks better on this side. Let me show you. I'm glad it's there, nowhere else. It's actually pretty safe up there. Oh, this is super convenient. It's like being delivered right to me. Sweet. That's actually kind of funny. That's probably the funniest place I could actually fly the drone into. I like that story. That's a fun one. And then I could just put it right back where it was. Yeah.
You know what? I need to get a carriage for you guys. I know that sounds very spoiled, but you have some old lady legs, and you were getting a little slower. You, however, I know you could keep up with me. So, oh, look at that hair! Look at that hair. That was awesome. Felt so good, and I gotta tell you, I really needed that. I really needed to get out, be outside, especially on days like this when it's so beautiful. I hate when I'm like cooped up inside, even if I don't feel well or if I'm like unmotivated. I always like to try and push myself and go outside and just even be outside for like a half hour. I think it really makes a difference in walking like a mile or whatever it is. It makes a huge difference. So I just got back home. I'm gonna let the little pups, you guys wanna go outside? Yes! I'm gonna let them go outside and I am gonna go meet up with my sister and Claire. Zoe, you wanna go outside? I don't know where she is. Feeling good, feeling accomplished. Did 4.4 miles today, which isn't much on a bike, but it's something. I just downloaded that new app, so I'm hoping that now that I downloaded it, I'm gonna ride my bike a lot more. It's like my motivation. I had this other app for running, and you can basically race people in the app, but it's more like racing in the sense of how many miles do you do per week or how many miles do you do per month, and it puts you in a ranking. And so it's been my motivation to always like be at the top of the ranking board if I can. And so far this month, I'm doing pretty good.
Or those Delta flights.
What's up, brother? We're heading down now. So
Go skirt, skirt. Best part is that we're literally walking the stage and just pulled up. Look who's here. We got Jordan here now too. What's going on?
They just give us some Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Oh, they're getting beers. When we didn't think the guys wouldn't get here. Literally as we were walking, you saw, we were walking to the stage, they pulled in.
Dude, I'm running out of fumes right now.
You got up at 4:30 in the morning,
right? Right now to get my voice through this.
4:30 in the morning and they just got here at 7. Meanwhile, I got up at 12. That beat you by like 5 hours.
Cool, dude. Cool.
Oh, does that hurt?
It hurts a little.
Does that hurt everybody right now?
It's still staying alive.
I got up at 12 o'clock and I still beat you guys by 5 hours.
Dude, it's been a long, long day.
Stay away from, if you guys are watching this, stay away from Atlanta right now. When you think it's better, it's not.
I need to find somebody with
This was fun. You had fun?
And once the Cold War went,
Yeah. It took a second though.
But it was weird. I got a faulty drum set, so I was dealing with that.
I didn't have a bass cab.
That's crazy. You're kicking this shit off.
You just kept falling apart. I like your tattoos. Hop on.
Hop on in.
How fast can you run?
Give me the switch.
Oh, fuck, okay, wait, look at this. Ow, you take this one up. Ow, you take this one up. Ow, fuck. Look at this controller. Listen to the click, listen to the click. Ow. damn, let's settle down. Wait. Ow, fuck, ow, kickstand, Mario Party.
Switched.
If I had Mario Kart, we could both. Oh, you could grab that one like this, and me and you like this.
How tight is that? How tight is that?
It's so small.
You know what I noticed too, Danny, that I didn't see yesterday? So these are for when you're playing 2-player.
We signed it too.
You slide it down, and then they have
You're welcome.
their shoulder controllers. Look, so this attaches to it. I didn't see this. It has like the top.
Wait, are these?
Wait, so you're playing like that now?
Oh yeah, but you're moving it too.
Oh, gotcha.
Or am I?
He has one. Oh no. You know, because you can play it like this if you want, like without. Oh, you just.
One more request from you guys.
But Frankie,
That's my first game over in this game.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh my
God! I genuinely.
You messed with his progress.
I didn't know what I was
You don't mess
doing.
with a man. You just killed me. You don't mess with a man's progress.
I genuinely didn't. I apologize. I feel bad. I genuinely didn't mean to do
I have to
that.
do that whole thing
Wow,
again. I didn't
Charles,
save.
You got the clip, man. Cheat.
Yeah, man. I hope your clip
Wow,
was worth it.
That's just gonna make me look bad. I'm a terrible friend.
Over. I'm starting all over again.
He makes me look bad, but literally he just restarted the game. He's exactly where he fell off the cliff. Exactly.
Oh no, dude. That's a cheat I put in. You ever heard of Game Shark, bro?
Game Genie.
You don't have a middle name, right?
I don't have a middle name.
And Danny, the reason why I say that is because Danny was letting us know that you can go and fill out paperwork and get a middle name.
Oh, it's good.
So Frankie,
Are you gonna for sure do it?
I'm 100% changing my middle name. Oh, not even changing. I'm
Adding.
adding a middle name. Legally changing my middle name to Francisco Moreno
with a hyphen.
with a hyphen.
What? With no eyes.
SKRRRRRTT.
You're gonna have to 3 or 4 R's. How many are you gonna have? 4
A
R's?
lot, like 7.
7 R's.
How long can I make a middle name?
Frankie, skirt. Does that? That'll probably be the most insane, cool thing I've ever heard.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
I just want to hear somebody say your name over a PA. You know, when you do that, I think Trav and I and the rest of the guys are gonna definitely tell like grocery stores or like malls.
Can you call my friend?
I got one of those new bags that just goes.
Oh my god! Oh dang! What's your relative fault?
Driver.
Happy birthday, dear Nick. Happy birthday to you.
I don't even know how many times you're gonna hear skirt.
Oh man.
How many things from this tour is just gonna trickle over? Oh, did you tell them about your name?
Oh, yo.
Janae?
So, well, you know I don't have a middle name. I'm officially changing it to Francisco. Legally.
All right, so the show was pretty freaking cool. The travel here wasn't so bad because I had a direct flight. However, Trav and I were gonna try to get on an earlier flight to get home a little quicker. Our original flight got us home at like 2 or 3, and we saw a 5:45 flight. And we're like, oh, whatever, screw it. We'll just wake up earlier, like a couple hours earlier, and get home a few hours earlier. So we got it. Somehow we sweet talked our way to get it to the 5:45, which is crazy to me because who wants to be on that flight? I figured people would want to like let us on that flight. Long story short, we got on the flight. So we're like, all right, 5:45. We got the gear ready for the morning. And here's the kicker. We went to go check in, and it was delayed 4 hours. So now it's later than the flight we were originally on. Just our luck. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow as always. Hopefully it's not going to be a day from hell. Have a great night, guys. Bye.